It's really hard for, I think, a lot of conservative women to contemplate the idea of feminism because it's been so owned by liberal Democrats pushing very progressive liberal policy ideas. My name is Amanda Carpenter. I'm a former Senate Communications Director to Ted Cruz, and now I'm a contributing editor at Conservative Review and CNN political commentator.
I will not be intimidated.
Smut.
I will continue to make my thoughts known about Donald Trump, and I am not backing down.
I do expect, as a woman in the Republican Party, that when women are being attacked, that men in the party will rise to defend us. So many conservative, moderate, Republican aides across the board in the Republican Party who are women have defended men for so many years from charges of sexism. We've stood in the gap and said, no, our party is not sexist. I believe that these men will be good for men and women and children and families. And then the men in leadership allowed the biggest sexist I've ever encountered in my life to become the Republican nominee. And so I want them to answer me, we defended you. Why didn't you defend us? Social media has been brutal, and I think any woman who writes online, appears online, who has ever said anything critical about Donald Trump can attest to that. I mean, every time you log on to your computer Twitter account, it is like thousands of people screaming at you, you are a this, you are a that, you should have this kind of surgery to make yourself look better for me. It's constant, and so you really have to have your guard up. I think I've grown so used to it, the power of it is kind of taken away. It is formulaic, it happens to everyone, but we all endure it so privately. That's what's really sad, but because Donald Trump, I think, has caused this to happen in such a broad way to so many women, I think men have been forced to pay attention to it.
Donald Trump is talking about sexual assault and criminal activity.
This election has really caused me to reassess how the Republican Party treats women. I mean, you look at the person who became the nominee. There were so many chances to try to stop this or try to at least discipline him. I don't expect women to be a monolithic body. I don't expect all conservative women to think alike, but Donald Trump does force very hard questions among women. I don't think you can just gloss over what Donald Trump has said and said that he did when it comes to personally, possibly assaulting a woman. That gets to a very intimate violation of boundaries, privacy, dignity.